Pedagogy of Physical Science, B.Ed syllabus, second semester. The question is, write steps of unit planning. Unit planning is something that you may do several times during the year, and it can involve a considerable time investment. Steps of unit planning are: first, develop your unit vision; second, create your summative unit assessment; third, translate your learning goals into lesson objectives; fourth, sequence your content and scaffold your lesson objectives; fifth, schedule your objectives on the school calendar; sixth, create your beginning of unit diagnostic tool; seventh, create a tracking system for your objectives; eighth, continually adjust your plan. First, develop your unit vision. Unpack your standards to clearly understand what evidence you will need to see from students in order to know whether they have achieved the unit goal. Then decide among the types of units you might design. For example, goal-based units. These revolve around the learning goals themselves for one content area. Thematic units, which use a common theme to draw in various learning goals from different areas. And project-based units. This will focus on an end product, some creation or event that will serve as the vehicle for students' mastery of the learning goals. Second, create your summative unit assessment. Successful teachers create their end of unit assessment tool before they begin teaching the unit. Begin to purposefully choose tasks that will allow students to demonstrate their mastery of the unit goal. This will serve as an initial framework for your assessment that will later feature questions that test each individual objective. After creating your assessment, begin to anticipate potential student misunderstandings of your unit content. Third, translate your learning goals into lesson objectives. You must translate your general learning goals into more specific lesson objectives. These objectives should be student achievement based, measurable, and rigorous. Consider all of the prerequisite knowledge and skills that a child may need to perform the goals you outline. Fourth, sequence your content and scaffold your lesson objectives. The fourth step is to think critically about how you will order your content and scaffold those objectives over the course of your unit. You need to consider what order will result in the most effective sequencing of the objectives based on Bloom's taxonomy and level of rigor. Fifth is, schedule your objectives on the school calendar. You need to use a school calendar to plot the lesson objectives, ensuring that you have allotted enough time for the knowledge and skills you wish to teach, and recognize various days or weeks that won't allow for regular instruction. Make sure to plan for remediation, enrichment, and contingencies, and check your unit plan for alignment with other instructional tools. Sixth, create your beginning of unit diagnostic tool. Successful teachers also know where their students are when they begin each unit. To avoid covering material that they already know, develop a diagnostic and that assesses prerequisite skills and knowledge of unit objectives at the beginning of each unit. This will also provide you with a benchmark by which to measure future growth. Seventh is, create a tracking system for your objectives. Once you have determined what you are teaching, you can now begin to create your classroom tracking system, a chart listing your objectives and your students' names that will allow you to record and measure the progress of your class and students on the knowledge and skills you are teaching. And the last one, Continually adjust your plan. Adjust your plans based on assessment data, including your diagnostic. Interpret your data to determine class strengths and weaknesses and tailor your instructional plans in response to this information. Determine ways to include remediation and review of prerequisite skills into your unit calendar. Also, make sure to recheck your tools for alignment after making appropriate adjustments.